Now within Audacity, it is possible to blend in the end of one track with the beginning of another track. And you can do that with an effect called crossfading. What we're going to do is we're going to drag this clip. We're going to use the hand and we're going to pull it to the point where we're going to want to blend the two clips together. And basically when this clip is going to be produced, you're going to hear the end of one clip as the other one actually begins. And in order to do this, what we're first going to do is we're going to choose the region in the first clip. And we're then going to go to the effects area. What we're then going to do is we're going to fade in this first clip. And so we're going to click to fade in, and you're going to see that the waveform is going to change. What we're now going to do is we're going to go to the bottom clip. We're going to highlight that one. What we're then going to do is we're going to go to the effects area, and we're then going to fade out that clip. And you're going to see then that the waveform is going to change. So basically, as this clip fades out, you're going to see this one at the top actually fade in. And we can do the same effect by using crossfade. And we can do that by making sure that both clips are going to be on the same timeline. So we're going to drag this clip to the timeline. What we're basically going to do is we're going to highlight the areas that we want to be crossfaded. And so we're going to click in, and we're going to select the region that we want to be crossfaded. We're then going to go to the effects area. We're then going to go to this area that says crossfade clips. We're then going to choose the plugin area. And what's going to happen is you'll notice now that we've made one clip, and you'll see that the waveform is going to change so that the clips are going to be blended together, and there's going to be a fade out and fade in within both clips. So you can work with either clip either way in order to do a crossfade for your audio. If you have a long audio that you need to edit, one of the things you can do is you can change the speed of the clip and how it plays so that you can listen to it faster as you edit. Assuming that you are editing in real time and you are editing with a playback speed of 100, that means then that the clip, as you edit, is playing at its regular speed. What you can do is you can highlight the entire clip. What you can then do is you can speed up the clip so that it plays faster as you edit. So what you can do here is you can speed up the clip. And when you speed up the clip, you're going to use this play button in order to play the clip at a faster pace than you would at 100%. In order to stop the clip, you'll operate the controls here on the left side, but every time that you want to play at the faster speed, you're going to pick this button in order to play the actual clip. When you're ready to begin listening to the clip again in real time, you can move the clip back to 100%. Now this does not change the effect of the actual clip or the audio. If you use any of the effect commands and you were to use change speed or change tempo, that's going to change the nature of the clip. However, playing the clip at a faster pace does not change the clip and allows you to listen and edit faster. Okay. It's possible that once you've recorded audio that you discover that there is a portion that you don't like or that you have made a mistake. And you're going to want to then re-record in the same area where you made the mistake. And you can do that within Audacity. In order to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to find the place where your mistake is. And you can highlight that area on the track where you made the mistake or where the audio isn't quite what you want it to be. What you can then do is to go to your toolbar and you can then click the silence audio area. What you're then going to see is that that part of the audio then goes away. What you can then do is add a new track. And you're going to click Add Stereo Track. Or if it's the case where you want a mono track, you can add one. What you're then going to do is you're going to place your cursor where you're going to create the new audio. And what you're then going to do is you're going to click on the record button and you're going to begin recording your new audio. And what you'll notice then on the timeline is that you are recording audio that will fit the new area where you are then creating your content. And this new content will be a substitute. And once you've completed recording the clip, you'll then need to stop the audio. And you'll see on the second track that you're going to have the new clip. What you're then going to do is you're going to save this as a new project. Audacity will then save the new audio. And you'll then have a new audio project. What you can then do is to create the new audio file. You will then go to your export command. You will then export as an MP3 if that's the file designation you want. We're going to click Export MP3. We're going to save the new project file. We're going to save the new MP3 file. Audacity will then tell us that we're going to have one file and that all of the tracks will be combined into one. We're then going to click OK. You'll then see the metadata request. We're going to click OK. And then Audacity will then create the file. And what you've now done is you have now recorded over an area on an audio, and you've added this edit to create a new project file. Welcome back. And in some cases, what you may want to do to assist you in the editing process is to export each track separately. And you can do that inside of Audacity. What you're going to do is to go to this file area. What you're then going to do is go to the export command. You are then going to see export multiple. We're going to click that area. You can then choose a specific folder. Once you've done that, you're going to determine the format that you want for the multiple clips. We're going to use MP3. And we're going to split the files based on tracks. And in this case, we can use the track name for each clip. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to use the export command, and we're then going to be exporting all three clips. We're then going to click OK. We're going to click OK again for the second track, and then we're going to click OK again for the third track. Audacity will then create the three tracks, and then you're then going to see all three tracks exported separately into the directory that we determined. And so basically what we've done is we've exported all three clips so that we can analyze them separately. One thing that we can do in Audacity is we can change the speed of the clip. Typically, when you change the speed of the clip, you also change the audio itself. Now, there are some ways to mitigate that within Audacity. For example, what we can do is we can go to this effect area. And what we can then do is to use the change speed effect. You're going to then see a dialog box. Changing the speed of your clip is designed primarily to keep the waveform intact. So even as we make changes, you're going to notice primarily that the waveform pretty much stays the same. What we're now going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to undo the change speed. What we're going to do this time is we're going to go to the effect area. We're going to change the tempo. When we change the tempo, you're going to see the waveform change, but what we're trying to do is to keep the pitch steady in our recording. So when we make a change, we'll click OK, you are going to notice that the waveform is going to change again, but the idea here is for the pitch to be primarily intact. What we're now going to do is we're going to undo our change. It's possible that what we may want to do is to slow our audio clip down. If that's the case, we're going to go to the effect area. What we're then going to do is use pause stretch. We can then determine what our stretch factor is going to be. Now, as is the case with other changes, we can preview the clip by clicking on this preview button, and we can then click OK. When we're ready to produce the recording, we can click this Manage button, and we can export the recording. We want to find out what this is going to sound like, we can click the preview button. What we can then do is click OK. But then Audacity is going to process the new file. And you're going to notice some changes to the waveform once Audacity completes its process. And you're going to notice now that the waveform actually stretches. So if you need to stretch audio in order to fit a file or to fit a video, or you need to speed up that clip, you can do that by using either the effect that's pause stretch, changing the speed, or changing the tempo. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course.